Happy Tuesday. It is Transfer Tuesday, and I decided to go live because a viewer had asked me about an update on our emergency fund. So here I am to do it. I thought about it, I think last night, and I decided, hey, I'm just going to do it today. So if you are here for Transfer Tuesday, put hashtag Transfer Tuesday in the comments. I'm probably only going to be on for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to post a link to a live that my friend Chris over at Budgeting Just Because is going to be doing at 12 p.m. today. So let me see if I can find this live stream and add it in. I don't see it. And we're going to talk about why I was a bit nervous to even share an emergency fund update. And hopefully you guys won't stone me for it. Because sometimes even the most confident people, we come across as confident or always positive. Sometimes it's hard to not have, not to come back and say, oh, I had to use it, or we don't have as much as we thought we would by this time, because sometimes you feel like you're failing, even if you're not really failing, because if we didn't have an emergency fund and got into some situations or a family member really needed help, that and we couldn't help them, then that would be sad. That would be a reason to feel somewhat like a failure, even though I don't believe we're failures. But we had it, we need to use some of it, and that's just what it is. Trying to update the information and leave a link in the description box for Budgeting Just Because is live, which is going to happen in about 10 minutes or so, 12 minutes from now. Budgeting Just Because. And we're all about progress, nonetheless, not perfection. Hey, D. Thanks for showing up. And homesteading with a purpose. Can I have your name, please? Because I would like to be able to at least address you by your name if you're coming in. Thank you for being here. It's not easy right now, but I hope I'm coming across clear. I hope there's no skipping right now. It shouldn't be. But this is an emergency fund update. All right. And I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see exactly where we are. I always share real numbers. I'm not hiding this part of the journey because once we paid off our debt, this was the focus, right? The focus was to build up an emergency fund, have a cushion of a sort for when life happens, right? Good morning, Desiree. It's nice to see you. It is 11:49 here, so I'm getting ready to join Chris's live after this, but I wanted to come on and do a Transfer Tuesday. All right, so let me tell you guys where we are in case you're new here or in case you just forgot, because I haven't shared a Transfer Tuesday since February. So the goal was 20,000. Realistically, the number for our bare bones living expenses for an emergency fund was like 11,140, not 11,000, $19,140. I like whole numbers, so I just rounded that number up. And of course, it helps kind of to cushion between inflation, like where we were and where we might be, a month, 2 months, a year from now, trying to cushion that. So 20 grand just seemed reasonable to me. So I rounded it up to 20 for us, and we've been working towards that. We got knocked back a couple times. We had some refunds. We built it up a little more, a couple thousand added at a time, but then we went back down again. So I was a little bit embarrassed about it. And I realized when I was talking to God, like, why am I embarrassed about this? We had the money to use when it was needed. And it wasn't depleted, thank God, but we got knocked back a little bit. I don't have the notebook that I was using before, but I can tell you from what I remember, we were over 15 grand. And hey, Janelle, how are you? We had a little over 15 grand. I would have to go back and see the video because I don't know where that notebook is. But we are now just about 13,000. I'm going to give you the real number right now. And then hopefully my schedule will allow me to start recording these videos again to be posted on Tuesdays, because it was really motivating for me to do it. It's motivating for me to see it. And I hope it's motivating to you guys too, whether you're on still on your debt repayment portion of your journey or you're on just building your savings and investments. Okay. Um, let me share my screen because you guys know I feel like that's just a better way to give you that kind of visual. And so you see this is where we are right now. We have our emergency fund in two places. Let's see if I can move it. Okay. I don't know if you can see, probably can't. Probably can't see the full thing. This is a screenshot right here is the balance that we have in our brick and mortar bank. That's 3,655.68. Okay, so that's that one. And then let me share my screen again. We have we have a portion also in Ally, and I did open a CD with them just to see what the rates would be like. The rate is pretty decent, 4.25%. So I just sent $1,000 there, and we've already earned $2.17 in interest. So I'm going to add that $1,002.17. Okay. Let me close that. And then the last one is the actual bucket, so to speak, where the largest portion of our emergency fund is right now, and that's $8,092.52, 53 cents. So if you've already added those numbers up, you should have gotten 12,750 with 83 cents, 38 cents. I don't know if you're going to see this backwards. I just typed it into my calculator, and I'll type it into the comments because there's an airplane flying overhead. But that's our current emergency fund balance. That does not include, yeah, the plane was messing with the Wi-Fi just now because the Wi-Fi symbol just showed up. Okay. 12,750 right now. We did just get interest from Ally, which was about $28, $29, which I was excited for because I like the fact that our money can earn money for us without us having to do a whole lot, just having it in a good place. And I see the Wi-Fi going down again. I don't know why. I have no idea, but I hope I'm not skipping too badly. Okay. Hey, Martika. How you doing, girl? So thanks, Desiree. Yeah, thank you. I think it's good. It could be zero. It could be $50 like it was 4 years ago, but it's not. So I am grateful to God for that. I'm grateful to how He has helped us and is teaching us how to be better stewards over the money, over the gifts, over the children, over everything. Because without Him, this would not have been possible. Without God, this is not possible. So I'm grateful. We have, let's see, let's subtract the balance we have by the 20,000 that we want to have. We owe ourselves $7,250, rounded up. So we're working on it. Between the interest that we're going to get from the CD, which is more than what we're getting in the savings account. Plus, I mean, we get pennies from our brick and mortar, but it's nice to have a chunk of change there in case we need it, because I believe in diversifying our money, not just having everything in one bank or one institution, but spreading it out a little bit. And most of our accounts, although we have more than 20 now, we have a good amount with our brick and mortar banks long term. Then we have some with our high yield savings, and then again, we have a few in other places, so we can like make sure if something happens in one bank, we got another bank, we can transfer funds because they're connected. So I think it's important to diversify where you keep your money, where you save it, where you park it, while while you're building, while you're paying down debt to free up money, free up your cash flow, while you're, you know, funding your 401k or your SEP IRA or your IRA or whatever it is for retirement. Keep your money in different places. At least try to find the safest place to park it for a while. So that is it. We owe ourselves $7,200 and we're still working towards it. We're gaining a bit of interest on that CD. We're gaining interest on the savings. And I do plan on sharing with um, on Tasha's Money and stuff on that channel, how we're working towards building a cushion in the account. So I'm saving money in cash there. I'm mostly using that channel for just the cash part and also to help my children because my oldest is going to be working a job very soon. So he's going to be budgeting more. I know you guys, if you've been here for a while, if you're an OG, you would have known that my oldest son, I had him budgeting and he would even share parts of his budget here on the channel. But we're going to be transitioning that over to Tasha's Money and stuff so that they can see how to work it with cash, so he can get better with it, so he knows how to give, save, spend, and then set up, you know, savings goals for other things. And then also my younger children as well, they're learning how to save and manage money using cash first. So we're all in a savings mindset right now, like save, 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 and put money towards, you know, making sure we can stay ahead of our bills right now, get a little bit further ahead so then we can stretch those dollars a little bit more to building up the emergency fund. I hope that makes sense. My strategy, like save up the cash, put a good chunk, sizable chunk in our cushion. Last week, Thursday, I talked about having a bailout fund. That is the goal, having a bailout fund, having a couple months of expenses above, you know, what we normally would keep in that account, so that that's our first line of defense and we can keep our emergency fund growing. So thank you for showing up and I appreciate your comments. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is a blessing, Dee. When I tell you, I raise my hands to God and say thank you, because without you, I would not have been able to get here. I would not have been able to do this. So that is my Transfer Tuesday contribution. I am actually going to roll these coins. If you can see, this coin jar is full. I can barely fit anything else and the cap won't fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the coins from here. I'm going to wrap them myself, all the quarters, all the dimes, all the nickels, even the pennies, and I'm going to deposit them into the bank. So I'll let you guys know next week what that transfer amount is. So if you want, make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to roll these coins today while I head over to Budgeting Just Because is live. That's happening in like a minute or so. So thank you to everyone who showed up. Thank you, Angel. I didn't see you before, but I hope you're doing well. And maybe, hopefully, if you guys are free, you'll be over in Chris's lunchtime live just now, because I want to go and see what's going on with her, because I missed the Mother's Day one from last week. So I want to catch up. Martika, I'm currently on the fence about prop money versus real money and stuffing. Do what feels most comfortable to you. You know, do what feels most comfortable to you. If you're living in an area or a space where you feel like having that much money saving in your house is unsafe, then don't do it. Obviously, let wisdom lead you. But some people just rather have all their money in the bank and collect all the interest. But for some of us, I think it's motivating to see that number grow each week and then just put one lump sum inside and catch up that way. For me, I like it. For me, I like using the real money. But when it gets to a certain amount, then I'm going to start replacing it with prop bills to keep the momentum going. So it doesn't matter. Do what feels right to you and just let wisdom have its way. That's all. Yeah. And some people enjoy the process. I know, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. Black and Blue she loves counting cash, and she's always counting cash and at the bank. And some people, that just excites them, that actually motivates them. And as long as you can be safe with it, do what feels right to you. That's all. No one person is doing it. It's not, there's no right or wrong way. It's just let wisdom prevail. That's all. You can do that too. Alicia at Hands and Bands, she uses all prop money. She's the prop money millionaire, right? She uses her credit card, she uses her debit card, and then she just, shows the visual with the prop money. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Just do what works for you. That's all. I think we're all here just to share parts of our journey as a way to inspire each other to keep on it, not to give up on it. So at least that's my take. I'm here to present for people who might not otherwise get reached with this thing and know that budgeting is a great way to get started on any wealth building journey, or if you just want to get out of debt, or if you just want to be better at managing it, if you want to save more, if you want to have more fun with your life. I'm hoping that God will use my voice in this channel as a way to show people that it's possible. Even if you don't make a whole lot right now, you can still make your money work for you. And I am so sorry about last week Thursday's live with the whole hiccups. I don't know why. I clicked on the comments, and then when you click on it, it goes away. And I couldn't see anything, and I didn't realize the reason why I couldn't see the comments, the reason why I couldn't see if anybody was still watching is because I clicked it off and I didn't realize I had done that. So sorry about that if that annoyed anybody. I was annoyed myself, but it's all good. So I'm going to hang up here. I'm going to go to Chris's live. If you want to join, I think I posted it. I'll do it again just in case. That is the link. And hopefully we'll be live again next Tuesday to share with you how much money we were able to transfer into the emergency fund. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Appreciate you. Bye for now.